Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for another 3 West live cast here on Deadlock Ridge. We have here down in the south Contraclone, which you might know is Contrarian, who has recently changed his name. I guess because he wants to be buddies with Nightclone, who you've seen before. And there's actually a lot of games of this I haven't cast yet, so he's probably going to appear as Contrarian in a few more games before we see more of a Contraclone. But this is Contrarian as the Green Terran, and his ally is Spartan as the Pink Zerg. I'm sure they're both thrilled about that. And their opponents on the north side of the ridge is Dunamai as the Teal Protoss. And another familiar face who you may not know about, but is Bocephus, sort of a purple, mauve, dark blue Terran. And this, if you don't know, which of course you don't, because he just changed his name tonight, it looks like, this is actually formerly Wolfpack. But he is now Bocephus, because apparently Bocephus is an awesome name, and there's whole stories behind that frankly I wasn't really paying attention to anyhow. So, we're on Deadlock Ridge. It's a pretty big map. It's going to take a while for them to even scout each other, but it looks like Bocephus, aka Wolfpack, aka Bocephus, is going to be scouting out first. And oh, looks like a Contraclone is... Boy, it's going to be so hard calling him that instead of Contrarian. I might just keep calling him Contrarian. You know, because I think he's trying to be all cute and be a sort of a clan thing here with Nightclone, who also changed his name to put that little over the N, or for the N. It's not over the N. There's not an accent mark. We're not in Botswana land or wherever they like to put accent marks. And it looks like Spartan's about ready to throw down that spawning pool at... Well, he's got the money for it. Now, there you go. So he's going to put the spawning pool at 13, but a little bit behind where it should have been at 13. And Contrarian is going to be going for an early gas and getting out his first racks. And they're not trying to wall off, but Bocephus and Dunamai are going to be walling off. Which, when you're going against the Zerg, that's probably not a bad idea, as they can get Ling run-bys really easy, although they can get Ling run-bys easily enough to get past this, although it is a big map. They haven't scouted yet, so, I mean, they could be over here. And, well, it's probably not a good idea to Ling rush on this map. That would be a real all-inish play, I think, even a 2v2. I mean, Spartan would just be completely behind and leave Contrarian on his own. That pool's just getting done, though. He does have his gas up. Perhaps he's going to go for some roaches. Well, no, I guess he could be going for speed, which he doesn't quite have the minerals for that yet. Is he going to go for speed? Nope. He's just going to start making... I guess get the production tab up. See what he is making. He is making an expansion all the way over here. Now, I wonder why he chose this base. Does he think now that they've been scouted that their opponents aren't going to check over here? At least not for quite some time. That might be a good idea. I mean, it would be harder to defend as, say, if he dropped it down here, but it may go unscouted for a long time, and maybe that's what he's banking on right now. Oh, we're getting double add-ons here for Bocephus. Reactor and a Tech Lab. Is he going Marine Marauder? Or is he going to go for some upgraded Marines? Maybe get that combat shield up and running? Maybe? No? Neither? Both? Something? Bueller? No, he's going to drop down another barracks instead. So he's going to have 3 barracks up, and oh, he has 1 Marine. 3 barracks and 1 Marine. That sounds about right. Oh, he's just waiting for that add-on, and then he's going to make a factory, of course. He got the add-ons. He's gonna do a swap. He's gonna swap this factory out on here to get some Hellions out, and then he's gonna swap this out on here because he likes to rearrange things compulsively. That's what he's up to. And we got Dunamai chrono boosting out that warp gate technology. Ooh, already getting a +1 armor? That's kind of an unusual thing to get here at this stage. Oh, there comes that combat shield. And he is making Marauder, so he's going to go for a both. I'll have 1 of each waiter. And, ooh, a couple of spines out. Going for a little bit of defensive play. And, oh, getting that Roach Warren out. And did he ever get speed? I'm guessing he did. Nope, no speed, so I guess he's just going to go for roaches right now, which is okay. And I would like to see him get a +1. He seems to be building up a lot of gas, though. He might have gotten this gas too early for what he wants to do. Roaches do not cost that much gas. I guess he could go fast lair, a fast-ish lair, and go roach hydra, and that would start eating into that gas. But still, I think he got this too soon. He's having a hard time keeping up with his minerals. We check. He's keeping his larva down pretty good, so that's not bad. So I guess he's just maybe got his gas too early, a little bit too early. Of course, now does he even need any larva? I guess. Oh yeah, he can get some roaches out now, but still, that's a lot of gas for roach tech. But what is Contrarian up to? He's getting ready for an expansion of his own. Probably going to take this base. I don't know if I recommend this. This is right on the main attack path to their opponents. I mean, why not take this down here where Spartan's watching over it saying, yep, it's all clear, take it, you're good. Which he still might, but building the command center way up here, it makes me think he wants to take this one. And unless he's going to set up his fortifications right here, I don't know if this is a good idea. And plus, it's going to leave this flank open. So I just don't know. And it looks like up here, Dunamai and Bocephus are doing some. They're going to expand a little bit closer and getting that orbital up. I like that. Getting a slight defensive cannon may not be a bad idea. This is a large map. It's going to be hard to move their armies around. Anything you can do to slow down an attack is going to be good, and this will definitely help suppress any quick Zerg harassment. Looks like right now everyone's just content to macro. Oh, Spartan is going to move out with a small Zerg force. He is getting the speed. Now, I'm not gonna comment on this being late because he did not do anything with his lings until now, and the speed is going to come just in time for him to get over to his opponent's base. So this is actually, whether he intended it or not, is probably good timing for this speed. And help used up some of the extra gas, but he still has quite a bit of it. But it's kind of balanced it out more. If he starts building up, he's getting some lair out, he might be able to use that. And those things are going to poke around. That speed is going to be done here in just a few seconds, and then they will be scouting ever so fast. And he's going to... I think he did expand here because he doesn't expect to be scouted, which is exactly why this is the first place he scouted. See, it's sort of a symmetrical thinking, if you will. He expanded there, so he expects them to as well, or at least he's going to try to, but I don't know if I agree about running into here, but it looks like he's going to try. Is he going to get around? He is going to squeeze through, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do. That's not a lot of Zerglings to do much damage, but he's at least going to force them off the mineral line, and that is going to delay mining, which could be a big deal, although he has quite a bit of resources saved up. And going to run around, but it doesn't look like they're going to do anything but delay a little bit of mining and get some good scouting information. He's going to see all these. He's going to see all these barracks here. I don't know if I don't think he saw the starport. See if we can find that out. Let's see. Did he see the starport? He did not see the starport, and he saw this add-on, but he did not see what it was on. So he got a little bit of scouting information. He did see the factory. He might have seen that he's researching siege tech, and now we got Contrarian at the center of the map. And you know what? I need to get rid of these health bars. And since there's not much going on right now, I think we can manage that right now. Gameplay. I always forget about that when I'm doing these live casts. There we go. Don't need all those health bars getting in the way of all this exciting StarCraft 2 action. Oh, looks like Dunamai's got a few stalkers out, but he's got to be careful. This many Marauders and the Marines to back it up will really devastate it, but he's going to scout ahead with the Observer, which is going to be a pretty good idea. Oh, even getting some medevacs out. This seems kind of early for that, but yeah. Always going to get medevacs up. Sometimes I get them too late. And dropping down a bunch of barracks. I do like this. He'll have 6 racks up, which on 2 base, that seems like a good number. And getting down the armory because, ooh, he's going double upgrades. He's really macroing hard. And, oh, is he preparing for a drop? Oh, does Dunamai see this? He might see this. Oh, and these stalkers look like they're moving. Whoa, did he just shoot his own stalker? I think he did, but oh, are these going to get away? He does have blink, which is really early blink. And oh, one medevac goes down, and they're a quick blink, and they're going to take that other one down. Oh, that is a huge loss. Oh, that observer here just completely saved them from a drop and destroyed a ton of units. Oh, it was devastating, but I'm pretty sure he accidentally attacked a stalker here. Something here died, and it looked cybernetic, and that means it was not Terran and it was not Zerg. I think he accidentally shot one of his own stalkers. Better not tell the other troops about that. Oh, looks like we are going to be going for some Roach Hydra action. He's going to quickly get that Groove Spine upgrade. He can afford it, and I would like to see him get it right now. Oh, well, maybe he wants to. Oh, he's going to get some Roach Speed. That's pretty good, too. Very, very good upgrade. And he's now on 3 base, completely taking over this half of the map. Got some spines to defend this one, but nothing here to defend the front door base. And got a sizable Roach army up. No upgrades yet. Oh, he's got the +1 armor just about to finish. But, you know, he's going to have to carry for a little while because Contrarian is going to be really, really hurt after that loss. Lost both medevacs. He probably would have been better off at least saving at least dropping out of 1 medevac. He might have still lost all the units, but he would have done some damage in return. But with Blank Stalker Zeros, I don't think there's any way he was going to outrun that. And that was huge, huge loss. I mean, oh my goodness, look at all those losses. That is going to be hard to recover from, but he's going to try his hardest, and he's dropping the mules, macroing like crazy, getting ready for another expansion. It looks like we got this Observers poking around here. Maybe going to check out these expansions. Very hard expansions to swing your army around to check on, so any scouting information you can get over there is going to be good. And what's going on here? Oh, Bocephus is like, you're going to drop us? I am going to drop you. And where are those medevacs heading? They're heading right here. So they could be dropping into Spartan's base. They're going to have to contend with this, but he can easily drop right here and run right in and get nowhere near those spine crawlers. Although if those roaches stay over here, they might be able to defense this. Here comes the drop. Or is he gonna drop right here? I think he's gonna drop right here. He doesn't want to get too close to that spore. Oh, brilliant. And doesn't have stim, so he can't do insane, ridiculous amounts of damage. I don't know about running the medevacs away. You want to keep the medevacs there. No, don't shoot the spore. Unless you're gonna bring your medevacs back, you don't want to shoot the spore. And yeah, he did leave those roaches there, and I actually think those roaches, well, with the marauders there, I don't know if he can defend this, but he's just gonna let the expansion go. And the Queen's gonna get in the action with her brand new range 5 upgrade and talons. I don't think the Queen's using talons anymore. And yeah, it looks like he will not be able to save the expansion though, but he is going to force this away. But the medevacs are not here. This is why it was stupid for him to run the medevacs away. Where are his medevacs? His medevacs aren't coming to help him. And why is Spartan not chasing this down? You've got these guys trapped here, and here come the medevacs. Are they going to get there in time? Oh, he's not going to attack. He thinks they've left, and oh, some of them are going to get away. Oh, mistakes on both ends of that attack, and meanwhile we've got Dunamai moving out with his stalkers. 1-1 upgrades. Blink is here way early, but he's got to be careful. Oh, he's going to spot these Marines. He's going to think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. Getting very active with that observer. He's getting great tactical information, and it has really paid off for him so far. Killed off 2 medevacs full of units, saving his base, and he's saving his base from a drop, and saving these stalkers from running into somewhere they shouldn't be. And with this hatchery down, these spines are going to start taking damage. He's got to get that hatchery back up, or maybe move these spines temporarily. Maybe move them down here, or maybe even move them closer in here. But the creep is receding. These spines are dying, and these stalkers are stalking. Oh, no, they are retreating, or just moving away from a wall where they can't see on the high ground. Still keeping active with those observers. Dunamai getting really good at keeping his eye out for what's going on. Although he occasionally misplaces a tank or 10. What? Who said that? I didn't say. Nobody heard me say that. I did not say that. Oh, looks like we have a bit of a skirmish here. Oh, and Dunamai's Void Rays are going to go right past a giant drop by Contrarian. Did either one of them see that? I'm not sure if either side saw that, but he's got Void Rays coming. Is there anything here to defend? He doesn't seem to be moving. I don't think either of them saw that. This could be huge damage on both sides. Oh, and plus Spartan has all of his overlords here. No, neither one of them saw that attack coming. And the counterattack is going to be equally as devastating. Maybe even more so, because there's a lot of stuff there. This is just a few Void Rays. If they pull back the Marines, they should be able, unless all the Marines are in here. And he's going to drop all of them out, and this expansion is probably going to go down. He's going to have to quickly focus down those stalkers. But here come a ton of Marines for Bocephus, a.k.a. Wolfpack, a.k.a. Bocephus. And oh, I think he's going to have to get out of there. He did get the Nexus, and this should be the time to retreat. I think he should retreat. He shouldn't keep staying here. And oh, those Void Rays, oh, they're so busy defending, they do not see all the Void Rays getting sniped. So that is going to defend. And no, let's just ignore that message. And the command center stayed up. He may have lost a lot of SCVs, but he can reproduce those. And he is going to did not get as many units out of there as he should have. And can these Void Rays chase those down? 2.25, 2.5. So no, the Void Rays will not be able to take that down. Why does he have SCVs here? That's odd. And those Void Rays are going to give up, but those SCVs are left for dead. So a very interesting exchange there. It looks like Dunamai did take a lot of losses. I'm assuming it was in those two engagements there. Those were his Void Rays. Yeah, so he probably took the lion's share of the losses in that engagement. But Contrarian took a bit of his own, lost some of his units, and lost a lot of SCVs. I think he is going to want to remake those, especially if he's throwing down a third base, because right now he's fine. He's got plenty of harvesters. He can just make them at the normal rate and he'll be fine. Actually, those Void Rays just freed up supply for him. But Spartan's the one really turning up the heat on the macro, but he's still going to need more drones than that. Oh, he's getting a pretty early hive tech up. Is he going to be going for Broodlords or I don't know what? He's even got maxed out on his Overlords. He's almost got a max army. Can we check the army sizes right now? And it looks like Bocephus and Spartan are both getting near max. Contrarian still got a little bit to go, and Dunamai doesn't really have much of an army right now. It looks like he moved into going Void Ray production. It hasn't paid off for him just yet, but it looks like, oh no, those are his Stalkers. Stalker Void Ray, that could be an interesting combination, but or is he going to try for another attack around the backside? He's going to be careful. If these Marines intercept those Void Rays, they have absolutely zero chance of survival. Oh, this could be a tense moment. It looks like we got +3, +2 coming up for Bocephus' ground army, 2/2 coming up for Spartan, and he's getting Ultralisks out. Oh, wait, this is +2 attack ranged and melee. This isn't the +2 armor upgrade, which he may or may not already have. Yeah, he already has the +2 armor. So he's definitely getting that for the Broodlords. This is an interesting unit combination. Roach, Hydra, Ultra, not something you're normally going to see. And again, why is Contrarian just leaving his SCVs lounging about? Lollygagging about. Not even taking those minerals there back to the home base. And the Observer's going to scout it. He's going to see this expansion. Oh, and he's got the goal, and he's just dropped a ton of mules. But fun fact, since a sort of recent patch, mules take about as many minerals back from a gold as they do from a regular. So, not quite as big of a benefit to muling a gold, just the regular benefit. And oh, that command center is going to die almost instantly. And those mules are just not. Let's see. Well, the mules pretty much had mined themselves out anyhow, so not really going to get any benefit from killing those mules. They're about dead anyhow. And most of the SCVs are going to get away. He's going to have to be careful. The Void Rays are pretty mobile. If he swings his army around here to take on these Void Rays here, he could just swing around to the back of this base. There's still nothing defending it. And he knows they're coming. Yeah, and he's just going to swing this way. Oh, no, he's going to swing that way. Is that going to get him caught? No, I think he will be able to get away. A quick stim. They might be able to snipe a couple of the Void Rays. Oh, one goes down. Oh, and he quick to angle. Oh, he's going to turn to attack, which is a big mistake. He might have been able to save some Void Rays, but he's now going to lose all the Void Rays. Ow, that has to hurt. Contrarian trying to get back into this game, and I think he may have done it. And Chitin is playing and covering those Ultras. They're building a very scary army right now. And throwing out a bunch of command centers. I'm guessing he's going to start throwing planetaries up in this place. But Bocephus got a pretty scary army too. He's got some Thors in there. No upgrades yet, but oh, that would be Contrarian's army. Why is he getting +2? I haven't seen him build any Terran vehicles. And it looks like the 3/3 is almost done for the infantry of Bocephus. Needs to start getting some upgrades perhaps on those Thors. And I don't know why Contrarian is getting a vehicle upgrade. He has one factory. He's got exactly one factory, and so I can't quite get this. And a lot of starports. What? I am a little bit curious. Oh, it looks like Dunamai is gonna. He sees all the infantry. He's gonna go for the High Templars. Psystorm would be very powerful on these armies. But the only thing they're not gonna do much against is the Ultralisks. Roaches can take a few storms to the face, but in the end they will eventually succumb to it. But you know, the Hydras, they cannot take storms. Marines will absolutely melt away. And oh, looks like Contrarian's getting ready for another Doom drop, but this Observer is going to spot it, and they could be in position to stop it. And here they come. Here comes the Stalkers. A quick blink, and no, he's gonna land there, so he's not going to be able to snipe all these. So this could be, yeah, he's rethinking his decision. He doesn't know about this at all. But it's an all-Marine army. If they had something good against Marines, and the Stalkers are going to swing around, I don't know if that's going to help them. The tanks are out of position. But I think just by sheer numbers, they are going to be able to wipe this out. And I don't know if that was a good idea for Contrarian to do that. He's got quite a big concave, though. It looks like he is going to finish all the Stalkers, and he might lose a lot of Medivacs, too. But I think Bocephus will be able to finish off the rest of this army. He might want to consider getting the Medivacs out of there, but he has a lot of starports. He might be able to build them fairly quickly. But then again, Medivacs aren't free. But he's treating them like they are. But did a surprising amount of damage to that force. A surprising amount of damage, but I don't think it was worth the cost. I really don't think that was worth the cost. He might want to consider not doing so many Doom drops. Maybe just 1 or 2 Medivacs. Try to snipe expansions here or there, but don't do any more of those Doom drops. You're getting too many units killed now. And oh, this base is now completely undefended. If he'd pushed in there sooner, it might have been even better, because now they can move to defend this. If he'd pushed in here while those Marines were still alive, they could have hit this, destroyed everything, and got out of there. But now they're going to have to contend with this, and I think now they should pull out of there, pull out of there, pull out of there. No, don't just stop. Get out, get out. And yeah, he's going to get out. So I don't think that was no, don't stop. What are you doing? Why are you stopping? You think he's just going to give up after 10 feet? Oh, and he's running right back, and you've got to get out of there. Get out of there, Spartan. Get out of there. No, don't go back. Pull back. You don't want to get stuck with this force. They will tear you apart. Whew, okay, so I think that was a good exchange for him. He let his army linger there a little too long, but I think it'll be okay. But again, if he'd hit that while those Marines were still engaging over here, he probably could have even wiped out all these facilities too. Maybe even pushed into this direction before he had to turn around. Oh, did he get eyes on this expansion? Does he know this is here? Oh, he doesn't. But can they see the army? Oh, they can. They can just get a glimpse of the army as they run past the bottom of the ramp, but he's not peeking up there. Oh. This probe is like, oh, please don't check up here. Please don't check up here. Please don't check up here. Oh, and that probe is the luckiest probe alive. And that Zerg army could be in trouble because it looks like Bocephus and Dunamai are moving to intercept. This force has no way out of here. They're going to fight their way out. But Bocephus turns back. Oh, nope, he's going to pull back. No, don't engage this Spartan. You can't engage it. No, you've got to. Oh, he's in trouble now. He ran back in there. He can't get out. He's got it. This army is in trouble now. I think he's going to lose this entire army. He might be able to burrow his roaches and get out of there, but I have a feeling that's not going to happen. And bringing in those extra Hydralisks, I don't think are going to save the day for him. But the Hydralisks are going to do a ton of damage, but now without the roaches to soak up the damage for them, they're going to quickly fade. Oh, and I think the pendulum has swung once again. Contrarian threw away too much, and going battle cruisers now. Well, that might work. It's a bio army. The Thors aren't going to do much against it. Is he trying to load or is he trying to unload? I guess the Medivacs are just getting in some practice. Oh, they don't have any map vision though, do they? They really have no map vision, and apparently their forces are under attack by some Void Rays, and that one queen is not going to be enough, especially when she's dead. Oh, but Bocephus is trying to just swing around here, ignoring the fact that there might actually be an army to prevent him from running up that ramp, and going to take a little bit of extra damage as a result. And so he is not going to be able to back up those Void Rays, but right now those Void Rays need no backing up, because as I saw, there was no anti-air there. There's still no anti-air, and the Void Rays... Why are the Void Rays leaving? There's no anti-air here. That is quite baffling. I'm really not sure why the Void Rays just didn't finish off that expansion when they had the chance. Instead, they're going to get a queen, and then they're going to have to leave. Or die. Die is another option. Why did he not finish this base off? There was no anti-air left. He could have had twice as long to take it out instead of he flew down here, which is wasting time we could have been attacking, and is giving them a better chance to reinforce. And he didn't even get the queen. Did not even get the queen. So let's check the army sizes right now. It looks like Contrarian is almost maxed again. Wow, he's really keeping up in that macro. Bocephus also pretty well maxed out, and Spartan and Dunamai have a little bit of work to do. But if Spartan is going ultra, well, no, he doesn't have any ultras coming out right now. Maybe you realize they aren't working out quite too well for him. Although if he keeps Bocephus keeps going Marines, the ultras aren't necessarily a bad choice, as they do get quite a bit of splash damage on the Marines. But Contrarian, just in insane macro mode. 78 workers. I think he is good on workers right now. If he keeps the mules going, he maybe even sacrifice some of these SCVs here soon, as long as he keeps the mules going. And all of these are orbitals. He can get so many mules out. He might just want to consider putting everything into army now. Well, he should be putting everything into army by getting more battle cruisers. I'm just not sure why he's going battle cruisers. I don't think they've scouted it yet. Have they scouted? Do they know anything about... No, they don't know anything about his battle cruiser construction. Oh, 1, 2, 3. I think 6 starports is a bit much. You cannot run 6 starports worth of battle cruisers unless you're playing fastest map possible. That's something we should do. We should do some more fastest map possible. Make a note of that. You got a note of that? Good. Oh, they're making another push out, but they're not staying together, which is a mistake. These Hydras do a ton of damage, but they can't take squat. Oh no, and those 2 Hydras are just going to walk into their death. Can they? Oh, one is going to go down. They've got to stay coordinated at this point in the game, and I just don't know about these battle cruisers. The tanks can't shoot them. The Thors are going to do squat for damage. There's not a lot of Stalkers, but he does have the Void Rays. And a lot of Marines. What are the battle cruisers focused down? The Marines or the Void Rays, you know? It's life's greatest mystery, and this is really a bad place to attack right now. A lot of tanks. Planetary up right now. This may not be their best choice, but they need to get some scouting information. And there's an orbital here. Here's an orbital orbiting. Yeah, they just don't have any vision except this lone marauder that's sitting here like, I got anyone's going to take this expansion. Bocephus' SCV is like, I don't think I want that expansion that bad. I'm just going to stay up here and await further orders. Still getting out the Ultras, which there's no marauders here and not a lot of tanks, so that might not be a bad idea. And no immortals either. But this base has gone uncontested, not yet saturated, though he definitely needs to saturate that. And I don't know whose scan that is, but there's no one taking that base right now. But it looks like Contrarian is going to send a small marine force there, and this pylon's going to be a bit suspicious, I'm guessing. And these Stalkers are going to be pushing over here, but they can be quickly flanked by this army. This could be bad for them, I don't know. And what is that? Why was that Hydros not shooting back? Stalkers range 6. Hydras range 6. I don't know why that Hydros was not attacking. Huh. Even on hold position, he should have been in range of at least 1 Stalker. Huh. In the meantime, Contrarian did take out that expansion, which never really got mined all that much, even though that base was there for quite some time. Dunamai still being active with those observers, which has been invaluable for information. But if he goes down here, I think these Marines are more than enough to kill him off. 3-3 Marines against 2-3 Stalkers. I don't know. Marines are pretty OP. And what a force. Just battlecruisers are going to defend Spartan's army, while Contrarian's Marines are just going to kind of sweep around and be a very mobile and annoying force. Ultralisks following battlecruisers. Now that is an awkward sight. And oh, looks like Contrarian lost one of his bases to this massive force. They didn't take out the missile turrets, though. And here come the battle cruisers. And Spartan's army's going to get completely destroyed. How can they even see up there? Not entirely sure, but how these battle cruisers are doing. Oh, here comes several Yamatos, which apparently do not kill Thors right away. But I'm not sure if Thors are your biggest threat right now, but the battle cruisers are holding up pretty good, and the Marines are thinning out with the Ultras in there. I think that will help take them out. And the Marine forces are getting small. Oh, if he had some SCVs there to repair, then the siege tanks would be destroying them, actually. So maybe that's not a good idea. And this looks like it's going to be a fairly even exchange, but which was the more expensive army? A lot of battle cruisers are going to survive, though, and they probably would be real pal of that Hydros if they took out the tank, but nope. Well, that's how he saw it. Dunamai's got an Dunamai, you and your observers. You sneaky little sneak you. Ha. So, pretty devastating trade on both sides there. Everybody is just taking huge losses in this game. And this could just come down to who can hold on to bases. I have a feeling this is going to come down to who holds on to bases right now. Sometimes that matters because then you can keep your money up and you can rebuild an army when you have such devastating engagements like that. I mean, I don't know if anyone should have been doing that. And, ooh, we're getting cloaked now. Oh, it looks like Bocephus has been going for some Banshees, of course, because the Marine Thor didn't work. So we'll just completely switch it up to Banshees, knowing that Contrarian could just get up one Raven, and that's gonna pretty much end your day. Well, you know what? He's actually got 7 starports, but he does have 6 of them active. Maybe I underestimate how much you can get out, how many battle cruisers you can get out at a time when you've got... Oh, he lost this base too. When did that happen? So he just maintained that base. Did they see that base? They did not. So no one's really checking these upper islands all that much. That seems to be the safe expansion point. And at some point, Spartan lost this base. No minerals left. Lots of gas though. You're gonna want that gas. So he's really definitely gonna want to retake this. And this random command center that's flying, or maybe that's not the orbital. No, that was an orbital that was floating at the center of the map. So she was probably gonna try to expand over there. And if they secure this side of the map, I think they're gonna have this game because Contrarian's already got this place fairly secure. He had to do some rebuilding, but he has rebuilt and is doing quite nicely now. Now this force is trying to chase down those void arrays, which looks like they've been doing quite a bit of mischief over here while I haven't been paying attention. Oh, but a big force for Bocephus swinging around. He's got 1 Banshee. Oh, it's certainly worth getting cloaked to get 1 Banshee. And a stray Zealot in here for some reason. He's like, guys, how did I end up here? I don't know, some guy was recruiting. He said, be all you can be. And I was like, my life for ire. And that Zealot looks like he does not want to be there as he's shuffling to the back of the Marine line. It looks like they've exposed their hand. Contrarian's trying to swing around to stop this attack. And these Ultras are going to do a little bit of damage and slow down this army, giving Contrarian some time to get back. But there's just too much here. These Ultras are not going to last long. But is it going to be long enough? And a Ling Ultra Force now. I think Spartan realizes he does not have the gas to get Ultra Hydra Roach. And they're going to swing right up to this base that, as up until now, has remained fairly unseen. But the forces are coming. And they're going to be clumped up on this ramp, so the Zerglings are not going to be very good. And oh, down goes the orbital, but I don't think they're going to get out of here alive. And the tank's going to go down, and I don't think they've got much here. I don't think they've got much here to stop this now. And a quick stim. The Banshee's going to cloak, so it's probably going to do a ton of damage until they realize that everything's dead and somehow they're still dying. But that's a lot of Thors to go down, and Marines are insanely cheap. Which they still have that Observer in their army. If they throw down a quick scan, they'd be able to take out that Banshee and that Observer. Scan. Scan. You had so many orbitals. Can't you scan? Scan! Oh. If he'd scanned, he would have taken out the Observer and the Banshee. Instead, the Observer's going to keep tabs on the army. Dunamai is just being aces with that Observer, and now he's got Stalkers poking around this side of the map again. And some Void Rays over here, but I think these Corruptors might be enough, although with the Phoenix there, well, the Marines there, I think that should be enough to clean this up. Phoenix not very good against Corruptors. Yeah, that'll stop that force. Oh, and then they catch these Stalkers. That was not good, Dunamai. Did they ever manage to take out that Banshee? In fact, I don't see the Observer anymore either. Does anyone see an Observer in that mess? Observer, Observer, Observer. No, I think he finally did do a scan. And finally got that Observer off his back. And Spartan must not... Spartan, do you have any larvae? You have 30 larvae, Spartan. Why are you producing nothing? You got 23,000 minerals. You could basically just completely overling and just run over. They don't really have much that's good against. They have a tank. That won't last long against a bunch of lings. And, well, they have got 3/3 Marines, which, you know, kill everything. But, you know, lings will give them a little bit of trouble. What kind of upgrades do you have on those lings? Can I find a ling? Can I pick them? I can pick anything but lings. Or, he has 3/3 upgrades, speed. He does not yet have the crackling upgrade, though. He definitely will want to get that. And it looks like these Marines are going to hold this off while the battlecruisers are going to destroy this planetary. That's a good division of labor, because the Marines are not do good against planetaries. And then they're going to pull back. This could prove to be a very devastating attack. That small force of Marines is not going to do much, and those Thors aren't going to do much either. Do they have an army? I don't think they have much here to stop this right now. There's a lot of battlecruisers, and they have nothing to stop battlecruisers. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. I think this might be the final battle right here. They do not have enough to stop all these battlecruisers, and perhaps I was wrong when I thought this battlecruiser was a good idea, especially when they're 3/3 battlecruisers. They're going to absolutely destroy everything. And I think this is going to be it. They got nothing. There's nothing that's going to stop these battlecruisers now. They're at their front door. They are producing a couple Stalkers. Phoenixes? Phoenixes against battlecruisers is not going to cut it. Oh, but some feedbacks. That will certainly help. If he gets to keep dropping feedbacks, but if they keep dropping Yamatos, the feedback's not going to have the effect that you need it to. But there's still a lot of energy on a lot of these battlecruisers. And Bocephus thinks he should build more battlecruisers, and, well, Bocephus, he is, so no need for the armchair macroing. Yeah, armchair macroing. That sounds right. Supply cap, and there's the GG for Bocephus. And more cruisers, says Contrarian. And that's going to be it for Bocephus, and it's just a matter of time before Dunamai realizes that he can... There's the GG. So that was exciting. I hope you enjoyed that game, and have a day.